All right, you guys. Well, I'm finna go ahead and get started, and I guess as people come in, or if people come in, they could catch up to where we at. But I'll also start. Yeah, I am recording. So I'm gonna start this out like I started out every week. We're gonna hit the little Indian news channel to show us some of the weather. Then I'm gonna highlight some of the stuff that I got in my stuff that we did this week in the chat, including some news stories and stuff. And then after that, I just open it up to everybody, whatever y'all got to contribute. This one shouldn't be as long. I don't think it's the one that we normally have because if y'all remember, Friday I came on and I covered a lot of stuff up to last Friday. So this really just gonna go from probably like Saturday to right now, and that should get us all caught up with where we at today. But we did have a whole lot of natural disaster stuff go on. So can you all hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yes,
hear.
breaking
All
up
right.
for a second, but I can.
Okay, just making sure because I know sometimes they'll hit me. Okay, so I'm assuming y'all can see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the big three stories that they got on here is they had some crazy rains in Mecca. They had an earthquake that hit Jamaica. I think it was a 5.7, and then we had another earthquake hit Atacama. I think that was a 6.1, like just a couple hours ago. But let's play this first one from Mecca first.
I don't believe it's really that amazing. Let's try it out. Oh wow, this is super strong. And hey,
You all can see my screen, correct? Just making sure.
Correct.
Okay, great.
In the evening, inclement weather hit the holy city of Mecca. Heavy rain has caused flooding in the city. Floods engulf the streets.
Good, good.
Separate roads were flooded, which led to difficulties in traffic. Buildings and infrastructure were also affected by the disaster. Rescue services work at the scene, helping victims and restoring infrastructure.
All right, y'all. So that's Mecca. Any thoughts before we move forward to Jamaica? Hmm.
No.
What were
All
they
right.
floating on? Doors? They was using doors as
Yeah,
paddles?
it look like pieces of drywall, Empress. These people in these desert places that wasn't always deserts. I don't understand why they still there. Like, I'm sorry. I know it's a lot of bot people, but I mean, these areas is getting consistently hit with like real deal stuff. Like we talking dust storms. They go between dust storms and flooding, and then now they getting hit with earthquakes. Like I don't know. Like these people, I don't know, y'all. That's all I could say about Mecca. Like Mecca really done been getting hit. Y'all just we gonna pay attention to them like we paid attention to Libya. Remember, we was having this discussion last year that them people in Libya need to get up out of there, and then look what happened. All them thousands of people got washed away. So eyes on Mecca tribe, cause yeah, they sand glass running out over there, bro. Okay, so let's go to Jamaica. And I think I got some
All
more
trees are
posts
on sale
about
in
it
Michael's.
too.
Find epic deals for every room and budget. Hurry, sale ends soon.
Hey, I know
Sorry
you're in the
about
middle of
the
something, but I
ad,
wonder if you just take a few seconds to pray with me real
they
quick.
be doing the
In the name of the
most.
Father, Son.
Mm.
An earthquake of magnitude 5.4 occurred in Jamaica. Residents were forced out of buildings due to strong shaking. Food, bottles of wine and other items fell from grocery store shelves. Minor damage to buildings was also reported. The shaking knocked out power in some areas.
Man.
The earthquake occurred at a shallow depth of 10 kilometers. The quake's epicenter was approximately 4 kilometers west-northwest of Howe Bay in northeastern Jamaica.
All right, y'all. Any thoughts on Jamaica shaking?
Is that common to have earthquakes in Jamaica? I'm not sure that I've really heard too much about that.
Not that I'm aware of, but somebody could come on here and help me. I mean, not that the time that I was on the islands wasn't nothing shaking with no earthquakes now.
I just looked it up because I was curious too, Mo. And so they saying that they have small ones like 200 a year, but the last big one was in 1692,
Yeah.
and it was Port Royal.
Y'all, if y'all recall this summer, I think it was in July, Empress over there in Jamaica had posted a TikTok video. And remember, the church had moved and the ground was
Powerful
smoking.
7.8
And I was
magnitude
like,
earthquake
yo,
rocked
that's
southern
plasma
Turkey and
moving under there.
neighboring
Them
Syria
people better
area.
get ready. I don't know if anybody on here was on that discussion we had
At
back
least
in July,
43
but like
aftershocks
the
have occurred
ground was
with a
so hot
magnitude
that
of
the church just
4.3
picked
or
up,
more.
and moved from the area, and the lady was out there and she was like ranting and raving, making a big deal, but it was a big deal because the whole
The
ground
quake
out there
struck
had got so
23
hot that
kilometers
it was
east of
steaming and
Radaihe in
smoking. And
Gaziantep
first people
province.
was like, they thought it was a prank, like somebody had moved some, uh-huh.
Can you mute the video that's playing? It's hard to hear you.
Oh, it's a video playing that y'all can hear it.
Yeah, and yeah, we could hear it, and we could hear you a little bit, but
I'm
the video was
sorry,
kind of
y'all.
loud.
I'm sorry, y'all. I was asking, apologies about that because I can't even hear couldn't even hear the video playing over me. But what I had asked was y'all's thoughts on Jamaica, and I was just bringing awareness that back in July we did a current events and we showed a woman that lived down in Jamaica, and she had a hair salon, and it was right across from a church in the other lot, and the church had picked up and moved, like had moved everything or whatever, and the whole lot was just smoking. Like it was, heat coming from up under the earth. That's what the lady kept on saying, it's coming from under the earth. And I was like, yo, if that ain't no prank, like somebody done threw some some whatchamacallit, some black ice or something out, the little ice that, sting like that. If that ain't no prank, yo, that mean plasma moving and they about to start shaking. And then sure enough, now you look a couple months later, you start to look at those type of things like, they've been getting signs and wonders down there, then it's time to get ready, like the best they can. Like that's an island.
Uh,
I don't know what the best you can is really to get prepared for, shit quaking on an island, bro, for real. Cause that shit mountainous too, bro. Like, I'd have been in Jamaica a bunch of times. Like, you understand, like it's mountainous, it's rocky. Yo, mm, we'll just lift them up, y'all. We're gonna lift them up.
oh shit.
Let's go back. Let's go back. All right. I think we got one more video, you guys. And that's this 6.6 that just struck a couple hours ago.
My husband was shocked when he realized this was no ordinary shelf. Look what arrived.
What?
A new shelf.
Can y'all hear and see my screen?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll shake.
The magnitude
Y'all, wait a second. Do this fool got out a camera and recording as the house shaking?
Mm-hmm.
Have mercy, God. People gonna leave from here just from being dumb. I mean, that's like the worst thing you could be doing right then. You should be in a a door case or
6.6
something.
earthquake occurred off the coast of northern Chile. Many cities in the Atacama region experienced seismic activity.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Products in stores and the cladding of buildings were damaged. There were also many mountain landslides that caused traffic jams on the highways. The depth of the earthquake was 35 kilometers. No major damage to the city's infrastructure was reported. The earthquake was even felt in the several provinces of neighboring Argentina.
All right, you guys. Any thoughts on that? Mm. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna just say this about everything. Like after we get through this, just pay attention to everything, y'all, because there's a lot going on and they trying to distract people. But really right now, for real, I'm more focused on these plates shifting right now and what's going on. Because as I move through this, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Like it's something really going on and we all need to be paying attention right now because the earth is getting ready to do something. The hell with what they finna do. You understand? Like that can affect you but so much, but when Tiamat get ready to move, that's another level. So I'm gonna just call some awareness to some stuff. So you guys, on the 30th of this month, we got hit with 211 earthquakes, y'all. And they range from like 2.5 to 3.7. And if y'all look right here on this diagram, y'all see these earthquakes is breaking through where? On the plates, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe or real close to them. You see where I'm coming from, like where the joints of them at too, where they join in at. So that tells us that something really shifting out here. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a couple of ones up there in Tajikistan and shit, but they done been getting hit and buried too. You understand what I'm saying? We'd have been seeing that. So y'all, and then look at this right here. Look at this ring of fire, y'all. Now we got multiple volcanoes going off all over here, y'all. Over in Alaska, we even that volcano active right now. And we got all of these earthquakes and then some major ones too, because that in red was a major one too. I think that was like a 6 point something. And we getting into the 5 range. So y'all just be aware, be prepared. You understand what I'm saying? Because we had one in Cali. You understand the California, Nevada border. You understand Jamaica done got hit, but all of these other places too around the world, you could see. Even the Virgin Islands got hit with something. You understand? So the island shaking, the continental U.S. shaking, and then they shaking around the world too. So that's something to just be aware of, you guys. Um, we also on the 30th had the Santa Ana winds come and hit Riverside County, and they got hit with evacuation orders. This was called the Highland Fire or whatever, and I think if somebody could help me, it's still burning. But at this time, it had got to about 325 acres. But later, they had to evacuate everybody, y'all. So, you see people out there like camping and it's a damn wall of fire coming from 'em. Like, I don't understand it. Just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was a Guanga roads and stuff, and I got a little bit more footage of that after that or whatever took place. Um of course they was talking about the earthquake in Jamaica, and I'll come back to that. This right here is another story that I wanted to draw y'all's attention to this week, and we briefly touched on it, but like this done happened in the same week, y'all. So I want to um real quick, anybody got anything they want to say about those fires that's up there hitting California before we move forward? Okay, so this right here is about Hurricane Otis hitting Acapulco.
So how did this happen? We went from yesterday, 1 a.m., 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm. Everyone in Acapulco was thinking, okay, we have to ride out a tropical storm. We have a rainy day. We have windy conditions. We'll stay inside. Then the storm went up to 165-mile-per-hour winds. It went over, this ocean maritime heat wave, climate change, yes, El Nino, yes, check, check. And this thing exploded. None of our forecast models saw this coming. No forecasters saw this coming. There wasn't one storm chaser that went down here for this storm, and they all would have been here if they knew it was coming. So residents had no time to prepare for one of the worst storms ever to make landfall in our world's history in a metropolitan area. Now it is weakened, of course, and now heading over central Mexico, Jose. But I just can't stress enough. There's a disaster. I mean, a Category 2 hit this area and 200 people died. And they had notice. This was a Category 5 with 12-hour notice, Jose. I'm concerned of how they're going to get water, food, some medical supplies within the next couple days. This is going to be a catastrophic humanitarian disaster, and lives are on at risk right now.
All right, you guys.
Oh, he was frantic, wasn't he?
Hold on, what you say?
I said he was frantic, upset, wasn't he?
Man, look, it's realer than real down there, though, y'all. Like, them people really dying. Like, they ain't really talking about it, but like, I got another post on it, that shows like the mass looting, and like that shit looked like a nuclear weapon went off through there, yo. But it was the wind. But like, they ain't never, like, first of all, I don't understand. Like, that shit should have been on every major news station in the world, because of the fact that the hurricanes is hitting over there on that side of Mexico and shit this late in the season. That's like never been heard of in the history of histories, man. We talking hundreds of years probably the last time that happened. And then on top of that, what's even worse is the fact that they was predicting it was a tropical storm, and in less than 11 hours, it went from 50 miles per hour to 165 mile per hour winds. Like, them people had no chance to evacuate. So what is this bringing to us? That they can't predict this shit. So if you got any weather disturbances coming your way, just be prepared for everything. Then you won't be like these people out here that's getting ready to be looting and on their fucking own, because when that shit hits, you gonna be on your own. They ain't coming to throw in the cavalry. You don't see nobody like, oh, go send some first aid, fucking American Red Cross or nothing down in Acapulco. And them people done been hit by them. Man, they done got hit, y'all.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be dependent on them anyway. Nothing from them,
Yeah.
Like you
Like
say,
Yeah, they ain't got nothing, y'all. They ain't got running water. They ain't got lights. They ain't got hospitals. I mean, when I say the bitch done been wiped down, I mean wiped down.
90% of what's going on is not even being reported. They are saying nothing. They on dumb shit, Trump and all of that. They ain't saying nothing about nature.
Nope, they ain't saying nothing, and I think that need to be the focus. So this was just another photo out of Acapulco or whatever, showing when it hit, because we got a lot of video of when it was hit and what people was doing, and to me it's just crazy, y'all. Like I said, like, can you imagine being in a resort And then all hell like this break loose though, y'all.
Por favor, necesitamos de su ayuda. Estamos en el Hotel Hudson en Acapulco. Estamos en el baño. Ya se rompieron las ventanas. El techo se está cayendo. Se está moviendo el hotel. Por favor, piso 16, habitación 16-17, Hotel Hudson, Acapulco. Necesitamos su ayuda, por favor. Siguen las imágenes de huracán Otis en Acapulco.
Man, do y'all see that water moving with that wind?
Mm-hmm.
Good
Shit,
God.
right.
Tienen que salir a huevo, por eso todos los barcos, mira cómo están prendidos.
That look like the port where all the boats
sabías que por
is
eso
there,
estaban?
bro.
Ya se salió allá, ya salió otro. Pero, ¿se va a voltear? ¿Con esa zona se va a voltear? No mames. No, esto sí está cabrón.
Bless them people up, y'all. They got hit with some stuff, y'all. The video is in the chat or whatever, and it's more videos too showing like what it looked like the day, like during the daytime. And they got hit. So this was more of the Highlands fire, y'all. It's burning through these people's houses over there in Riverside County. So that's basically they had to go ahead and get up out of there, y'all. Y'all see that. Y'all see that. Crazy, right? So you got hurricane that hit Acapulco. You got the Highland fires there, right? Then you got this in Colorado, but the people of Colorado say that this is normal. But just check this out. I don't know. What's y'all thoughts on that?
I mean, they have to be responding to something, even if it is something that they do often, you know. Just what
I
is it?
agree. And that's what I was trying to like when the people from Colorado was like, it's normal, they do that every year. I ain't even say nothing to respond back to them because I'm like, they done condition people to see the abnormal and think that it's normal or whatever because them animals reside in them mountains and stuff. It's always cold up there. It's always snowing in them elevations. So it wouldn't quite be that. I'm like, they probably feeling a frequency or something these people using to blow that shit down or something up there, some radiation, and they probably come down to the valley part because they did this exactly as they was hitting everybody with that big ass cold front came down, that big jet stream came down and blowed down on all of y'all. All the animals came down and did that right before the jet stream came. Now, you tell me. But, people think the abnormal is normal. You understand? They tell people, they give people excuses for stuff that they see, and then they just take them at their word for it. They don't do no further research. So we'll see if anything weird go on in Colorado or anything up in there. We'll see what's going to happen. We done seen the animals coming down out the hills, so we'll see. You guys, this was South Dakota. Like soon as they hit with the cold weather, South Dakota experienced the whiteout. Here it is. Raises alive. Bruh, they could have all that snow. Any thoughts on that? Good grief. Mm, 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 mm. So, also this week, you guys, we have boiling mud come up in China, y'all. Look at this.
哇，这越来越厉害了嘛！看这个，这往外喷了，这个。
它一直往喷，谁
呃
都不停啊！你看，
哇，这越来越厉害了嘛！
Mm. Them people just standing around there watching it. Like, I can't say nothing more. Y'all got any thoughts on that before we move forward?
Our earth from underneath there is this changing and terraforming over there. It's going to become a whole new landmass over there. Period.
Man, that's
that mud
finna
right there
be.
is like clay. Look at it.
Man, these people don't realize everything over there that mud flooded before, bruh. You better recognize what it is. Bruh, man. They know China getting ready to go. That's why they spreading them all out everywhere, y'all. Pay attention. They gonna leave all of them people over there to just go, but they is spreading some people out. You understand? All over the globe right now, they shifting. We got hundreds of thousands of them coming in our border every day, straight from over there. So some people know. I guess the people that's still over there too poor to be able to get out. I don't know. I don't know. But that's something to pay attention to right there. That's something to pay attention to, tribe. All right, this is a little bit more footage of the humanitarian crisis in Acapulco. I just wanted to show y'all this real quick so y'all can see it's really real for them down there right now. They say they mass looting, y'all, like.
¿Cómo va la ayuda? ¿Ya han recibido ayuda? Cuénteme.
Todavía no, eso es de, con perdón de la palabra, de la rapiña. ¿Sí?
Crazy.
Let them loot. They gotta eat.
Crazy.
Shit, they gotta survive.
Mm-hmm.
Aquí estamos en la guardia. ¿No te da pena llevar pantallas en vez de comida?
No son mías, es un préstamo, ¿no?
You know, people don't know what to do in a real crisis because the last fucking thing that would be on my cart would be an electronic that can't even get lit up right now, motherfucker. Like, you need to be getting the essentials, bleach, stuff to purify water, stuff to eat.
Water, yeah, water, rice.
Yeah, bruh. Pitchers and stuff to collect water. You saw how dirty that, filthy that water is. You know, cholera and every fucking thing finna spread through there. They ain't got no plumbing. They wading in the nasty water, yo, and you see a couple of people from, I guess, their military, but you don't see no foreign aid help down here, y'all. Not NAN, Red Cross, nobody. Category 5, powerful Category 5 hit them. You don't see nobody down there. So that show you what they setting it up for. We already looked at Jamaica, you understand? So we know Jamaica got hit. Also, I don't know, I think I went over these before, but Yorkshire, England got hit with the water. So did Baja California, sir, and Mexico. Look, they got hit with water. I think I went over these. Guangdong province in China got hit with water. Now we already done looked and seen they got hit with mud. This was a water a little bit before that. And they also had some heavy rain and stuff and extreme flooding in Haikou of Hainan province, China. So that happened a couple of days before they saw the boiling mud, and that was around the same time that the other thing hit a couple of days later. So like all of these have been happening in the same time. Then also in Morocco, I showed y'all Mecca getting hit with the Holy Ghost rains. Well, in Morocco, they got hit with the Holy Ghost sandstorms on the 22nd. So they was having like extreme sandstorms and um dust devils or dust tornadoes and stuff in Morocco, and some people got hurt. Um some people in Orange Park caught a big
Hold on
meteor
to my phone.
streaking through the air.
Hold
I
on.
think I caught that. And I think that's all I really got for the weather right now. Do anybody got anything else they want to bring to the attention for the weather before we get on into the post for today?
Is it cold where any of y'all at?
Oh yeah, Chicago. Last night while we was on the little chat thing, it
Hold
was
on,
thunder
Tomaso. I'm
snow,
coming.
thundering and lightning, and here in Chicago with snow.
Do I?
Oh, damn.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, winds blowing. I showed them on there. So look at this, y'all. Thunder, snow. The winds was
It's
blowing like it was a
freezing in Memphis.
hurricane.
It's freezing where I am too. It's 36 right now.
I ain't even gonna complain then. I ain't gonna complain.
Yep,
Cause
it's 36 here.
Hello, everybody. This is Jason. I haven't
hello.
been. It's 33 out here in Michigan. Just chiming in.
Good grief. Well, it's
Easy.
like
Thank you.
y'all hang in there, y'all hang in there. Call on Rod to bring the heat back. Good grief. They ain't playing around. It's a little bit like breezy down here.
And you
It's
know
a
what?
breeze.
Chino's so nice to him. That was Chino woman. She went and brought him fresh food, fresh water
Who is
last
that?
night.
I don't think he was talking to us. Was he talking to us?
I don't
I
know.
thought at first maybe, but
I don't think so.
Okay, God's son. I'm okay. Well, did he raise his hand and go? Okay, hold on, cause I ain't know who he was talking to.
but was that the
My
Freddie Krueger
bad.
song in the
My bad, y'all.
background?
Was you talking to us or was your phone just on mute?
It was unmuted.
Okay, all right. I clipped you back down. Okay, cool. Y'all, they done hit y'all with the weather shit, y'all, for real. They done hit y'all with the weather machine, but just stay patient, y'all, because it might get hot real quick one more time again, because they just did it so fast on y'all. So we'll see.
Exactly, because it's supposed to be 70s the weekend though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So y'all
Yep.
just stay vigilant, you understand, and try this month as much as you can to get outside. And if you can ground with the earth, that would be wonderful. You understand. But if you can't do nothing but just get out there and bask in the radiation, try to do that because this month is a real powerful cosmic month for us, y'all. And that's why they really trying to crank that like Soldier Boy for real. These last 2 months right here is real powerful for us. So just do all you can to cleanse, detox, and try to get your sun time in, your 20 minutes. You understand? So in the news, Matthew Perry dead, 54. They say he died in the jacuzzi after having a cardiac arrest. If you go back to 2021, he was one of them people on there, triple vaxxed with the little shirt on, telling people to take the hot sauce. So,
Oh, okay. I'm glad you said that because I didn't know who he was. I'm like, I don't even know him.
Yeah, that's the guy from Friends. I forget who he played on Friends.
Oh,
Chandler.
Yeah,
okay.
he was
Yeah, he played
Chandler.
Chandler. Yeah, that was
I
Chandler. Yeah, from
okay, I didn't
Friends.
watch the show, but I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, he up out of here. He up out of here. He up out of here, y'all. Um, I am a guy caught a nice picture of the hunter moon. That was the hunter moon, wasn't it? The harvest moon, the hunter moon.
Yeah, the
That's what you.
hunter.
Yeah, that's the hunter's moon, y'all. Mm-hmm.
You
Look
know
like
what?
a sun to me. Look like a sun to me, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
No, you got it. I just seen it 10 minutes ago. I was sitting in the driveway just looking out, and I was like, "Dang, what is that dark red?" Yeah, and my old girl, she would mention it to me like 5 days ago. Oh, there's gonna be a blood moon, hunter's moon, blood moon. I think it's the same thing, but yeah, I see
Mm-hmm.
now. And I also wanted to drop. I just talked to some old friends of mine today, and they just told me about they got a dog off a guy, and he died at 47. He didn't drink or smoke, no problems. But she said, "Oh, he had all them vaxes though." Just to add to that Matthew Perry thing you just said.
Mm-mm. Well, y'all, I'll be having some serious stuff going on in my, personal life with personal friends that I know, because a lot of my friends that I know took it, or they've had what I would call a direct work exposure, meaning that they worked at a plant that was producing the hot sauce, and now they are coming down with symptoms of like they were vaccinated, but it was a work exposure because they can't filter out nanotechnology. So them people done got exposed. And so I got a good friend, and she done had her second heart attack in a year.
You know what? Now I see what you mean now. When you be like, and motherfuckers is quiet.
Mm-hmm.
They push their shit, push their shit, push their shit, talk shit, talk shit. Every news channel, every TV channel. Hell, even if you're looking at an app and they do advertising, they're advertising the vax. None of these bitches is quiet.
Like a radio silent.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone that pushed it, man, they gone to something else like that was just another day. That was
and
just,
these
that was well.
people, these people, go ahead, Empress.
Oh, I was finished.
Oh, y'all know these people suffering in silence because these people ain't just collapsing dead with no symptoms, bro. I ain't gonna even believe that. You understand? They just embarrassed. You understand? So they just gonna go out, I guess, silently or whatever, however it is, because I know these people gotta be having symptoms and side effects now. Like,
But I'm talking about the ones that was pushing it. They ain't even saying nothing.
oh no.
You know?
They done their job. That's what they got
Exactly.
paid to do. You understand? They done their job. You saw they quietly put that puppet Fauci down once he went out here and convinced all of these old people and stuff to take it, Dr. Death. Now you don't see him. You don't see Michelle Walensky no more. Where that dark bitch go? You understand? I don't never think she was a human being, no way. But where they put them at? You understand? Like they was the face on all of this, and you don't see them no more. That both of them cut it up out of there. Now they got new people or whatever running it, and the silence is deafening. You
Yeah,
know,
they ain't saying nothing. Like you said, they done did their duty.
yeah. Well, y'all, Paraguay Paraguay got hit too with Holy Ghost floods this week. Um, so where's the
Vámonos,
downpours,
Maya,
y'all?
mátelo. Mira dónde está la camioneta. Mira dónde está Joaquín la camioneta. Los bomberos que no vienen. Mira, pobre, ya se fue este.
Crazy. Like crazy man. Mm, 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 mm. Moving forward. for you guys. So this was the front that you all are experiencing right now. So this how you know it's a paradox, y'all, because y'all getting an Arctic blast at the same time the tropics is fire hot. You see the tropics? Like we got two little baby little hurricanes over here potentially twirling like uh, hey, something ain't right in the pudding. I can't be having category 5 and 6 hurricanes because the ocean's so hot, and then at the same time having Arctic blasts. Like something ain't adding up to me. But you know, we gonna see. It's finna get interesting because I think they said it brought y'all like 20-degree temperatures and wind chills all the way down to Houston, down in Texas. Like that's crazy. um some good research that came out or them just telling us the truth. So they've discovered, I told y'all them electrons was excited. So superconductivity discovered. Researchers demonstrate a superconductor previously thought impossible. What's your melanin?
I think
Neuromelanin.
they just talking about us.
It's a superconductor. Neuromelanin and melanin is a superconductor, y'all. So just they already talking about us, y'all. You understand? You just gotta look and see. You understand what they saying, but they studying us. You understand? They studying us. So just stay ready. Um, we had the sun shoot off multiple solar flares this week, y'all. So I posted that in the group so you all can see that. But I think we had multiple solar flares, CMEs aimed towards our way. I think we getting hit by one right now, if I'm not mistaken. But this
Yeah, because the sky was Kool-Aid grape color tonight.
yes.
Did you see that purple? Oh,
Yeah,
so
and like
pretty.
and y'all, the clouds is like really doing like this weird ripple wave shit. Like,
Oh, my camera couldn't catch it. And I was like, why wouldn't do? I looked
yeah,
like it wouldn't let it record it.
no, I could see it with my eyes, but when I try to catch it with my camera, the camera won't pick it up. I'm like,
Yep.
yo, hey, something going on with our magnetism, y'all. Just stay aware. You understand? That's all. I mean, it affects us, but not in a bad way. But you're gonna see some people going down because they can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? Increased frequency. That's why I always say grounding is good. Like if you start having any problems, just try to ground as much as you can so you can exchange the ions with the earth. You know what I'm saying? Um, so y'all, this is in Russia. This is I can't say the name of this volcano right here, Kamchatka. Okay. That might be the satellite that's viewing this volcano right here. It's erupting. What is this? Chevotskoy? Yeah. So they got shit erupting in Russia still. We done seen it for the last couple of weeks. They done had pyroclastic activity over there. Um, this is Iguazu Falls in Argentina, y'all. Look at this. The river done rolled so much they had to close it off. Okay, so I mean, just look at that. Look at that water, man. And they also got some anomalies going on or whatever in Europe. If you see this right here on the screen, they saying that Europe getting ready to get hit with a bomb cyclone. But remember, they was trying to hit Florida and all of us with all of these cyclones, but it's looping it, and all of them is just looping, and then they hitting Europe, yo. So that's why they getting all of that flood and rain and all of that stuff going on there too, because they got some stuff going on with the atmosphere, and they just been getting direct hit after hit after hit. You could see right there all of them that's getting hit. We had a lot of water spouts in the Great Lakes, y'all. Again, on the 30th, before they spent all of that cold weather down on y'all because it was warm and then, warm and cold air swirls. So it was a whole bunch of like Great Lakes funnels and stuff and funnels, water spouts off the coast of Canada and stuff. So that tell you like they messing with the atmosphere, y'all. It ain't all normal. And this was Empress Susan. She's posting, about it being close to the 80s, and then look at the snow. What's funny about that? Yeah, if she on here, she could speak to this. But what's funny about that to me is look at the trees. The trees ain't hardly even turned yet, and it's November.
Hey, does anybody remember last year on Instagram you was seeing it was snowing and motherfuckers was going outside with a lighter and lighting the snow on fire? I
Yeah,
mean, what I'm saying, it's not snow. I don't know what it is, but it ain't. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is,
it
but
ain't. It
I'm like,
ain't. Yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely not snow, and you could tell by the way these flakes falling. Like it don't even fall like natural snowflakes used to fall when we was kids, all clumped up and stuff. That ain't snow, but so they hitting y'all. Just be ready and aware. You understand? I think we talked about the solar eruptions. Stedman posted this week, so this is more flooding that just happened around the world. So I just want y'all to see this all happened this week, y'all. In addition to what all I was just showing you, check this out. Mm. Any thoughts on that, tribe?
unbelievable. And it's Scorpio season. We got that water sign energy about to come through,
What?
and that's
Man.
going everywhere.
It's about the man. Mom, water them not playing, bruh. It's finna get real super serious. You know what I'm saying? So, just have your, head on a swivel. And like I always tell everybody, if you see water, just get up out of there. You understand? Like, usually the way it's looking is these areas done been flooding a little bit before it all let go. So you hope that's the case. But I always say to everybody, if you in some low-lying areas or an area that they say, oh, it's a flood plain every 500 years or something, them the type of areas you shouldn't be in right now because all of this water getting ready to hit them areas again. That's my thoughts. And y'all just be protected. Knowledge is power. A lot of people ain't paying attention to this type of stuff. Um,
Can I
the
drop a
check,
message
go ahead.
just real quick in the emergency preparedness business? I deal with these cars. That's what my business is. Any of y'all, obviously, if you need anything with a car, no matter what, you can just let me know because I do it over the phone. I know the stuff like in and out. I'm over here in Detroit 30 years on the game. But I picked up a new thing the other day that it caused a lot of people trouble. Listen, fill your gas tank up one time, and then when it gets to half a tank, fill it again. Do not do this thing we've been doing, riding around on $5 and all that. Because when things go wrong, you're gonna need to maybe move on. You might need to go to another city. You may not be able to get gas. Shit can get difficult. Do not be playing that game because you're gonna put yourself in a bad position. You'll be up there with all the rest of the NPCs trying to get some gas, talking about, oh yeah,
Mhm.
or whatever. I just had to say that, and that's all.
No, that's a real statement. My dad always taught me that to fill my tank up at half a tank, but that was just to beat tax though. But shoot, now it's realer than real for real.
Yeah, my daddy taught me that too.
Yeah, y'all finna see it's realer than real because they getting ready to hit us with an oil shortage. I'm gonna show y'all some of the stuff that's coming out about that. So, you know, be aware and prepared. Um, the checks done recorded their hottest September and October ever. So where's Czech Republic? You know, over in there. So it's hot. It's heating up. Um, this was today. We had I only have preliminary information. Somebody on unknown, not on me. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna come back where I was at. All right, so 6.1 magnitude earthquake hit Indonesia, you guys. That's just preliminary. That just came out, so we'll probably have more updates on that next week. Um, then on the night of the 31st, we had two other very strong earthquakes hit overnight. We had one over in Chile, and I think we had one like near Australia, like kind of close. You see that right there, like one near Chile and then one over there, like all a little off from Australia. So that was two in one night. So if y'all want to go and look at that, you know, you can. But just know some stuff shaking right now. Um, some fighter jets got deployed after they saying that some enter Biden's Delaware home restricted airspace again. I think this the second time this to happen since July. They say something in the restricted airspace over there and they have to deploy fighter jets or whatever. So I don't know what's going on over there, but that's the second time that that's to happen in just a couple of months. Um Brooklyn, Queens, have mercy. Hundreds of illegals set up makeshift mini city under the expressway down there, y'all. So I mean, they out there cutting hair and everything. Whew. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. All right, you guys. So that guy, that Lewiston shooter dude or whatever, y'all remember we was talking about that last weekend. I felt like it was a false flag or something because of the numbers and everything like that. But basically they saying that on his body, because it's a closed loop, we ain't never gonna know what he was thinking. They just found a suicide note or whatever. So they held some type of press conference regarding the suicide note that was left by the guy or whatever. So stay aware, y'all, because we've had a whole bunch of lone shooters happening this week and stuff, and a lot of threats. So, you know, people, you know, as the frequency go up too, people ain't gonna be able to take it. Um they want DeSantis to stop trying to run for president and come on back down here and run Florida. So he done been hit with some stuff to come back down. I guess they tired of him playing that role or whatever. So we gonna see what's gonna happen with that. In the news this week too. So George Soros, I want y'all's thoughts on this. He had his hands in the Black Matter Lives Matter psyop, and you know he's been the one that was I would say appointed with starting the race war. Well, lo and behold, he done gave $15 million to Hamas. Who would have thought?
So they trying to keep that whatever they got going on, continuing it.
Exactly. He wanted to start a race war. That's all that Black Lives Matter psyop bull crap was. And that's what this Hamas crap is about. Because you understand, and that's what he been tasked to do, is to start a race war. And so he done started closing up all of his offices and stuff. But now people done start digging and they finding out, that he'd have been funneling money to all of these different groups on different sides. So basically they, using him as the figurehead, but he funneling their money to the different, what I'm saying, radical groups or whatever, to try to get more traction, to try to, start their little race war. That's all they doing with this Hamas stuff, y'all. Trying to get somebody to go give their life if they don't die by nature first, or be distracted and then get killed by nature one. That's my thoughts. Because they funding both sides. You see what I'm saying?
Get your popcorn.
Yep. Just get out the way. This another big deal right here. The Border Patrol apprehended 3.2 million illegals in the fiscal year of 2023. Over 10 million illegal border crossings since Biden installed. So y'all counting the number of illegals coming over here, but y'all can't stop them. This is, who knows who these people is or whatever, but I'm just finna get out of the way because I already could see the way this shaping up. It's finna get super gremlin over here. You understand what I'm saying for a second? So that's all they doing is shaping it up for us, y'all. Um, keep your eye on that. I got some more on that as we go further on. They had multiple people get shot in Delaware, another lone shooter or whatever. Um, and basically it was an 18-year-old that got killed and two other boys aged, get this, 13 and 15. So that was some type of gun attack out there that they was riling people up about. At the same time, they had people all on the edge about your other boy that had killed the 18 people supposedly. And then at the same time, they had this right here. So over in Russia, Putin is trying to say that it was some outside agitators, that these is not real Russians, you understand. But to make the long story short, they was running and attacking Israel Jews that was coming in from Tel Aviv at the airports and stuff. And it was just like a lynch mob of people that sprung up. I don't know where they sprung up from, and just was all in their airports and stuff, all on the planes, y'all. So they saying like they was all out there on the planes, on the tarmac, y'all. They saying they was looking for Jews and stuff. Just a big lynch mob. Y'all, I don't know about this. What's y'all thoughts? It looked awfully fucking psyopy to me. Everybody got a fucking camera to take perfect angles and pictures and stuff. You understand? Like, it just looked like a big ass show.
I agree. It looks completely like a show.
Yeah,
They look like
so
actors.
yeah. So just, you understand, see what they putting out here. I thought this post right here was really deep, and I wanted to bring people's attention to this. Well, did everybody, or did you all get a chance to see this post right here where it's talking about the deadly levels of EMF radiation coming from Tesla cars and them charging stations?
No.
Yeah, now this need to be paid attention to, because a lot of these symptoms too that we think of as ascension symptoms can also be radiation poisonous. So check this out.
Interesting thing of the placement of the Teslas is there are security cameras
right here. And what's interesting is they're in those lights. They're the same cameras that are also in those cars. Things get weird.
That's crazy.
Off the charts.
Man.
Just gonna walk around here, show you guys how much EMF. This thing's just going crazy. Right? Look at that. It's going so high. Shouldn't even be standing here. But as people charge their car, that radiation cooks the body. That's why they're pushing this. Now, what's interesting is we look around here, and it's just an open parking lot. So there's no towers, but this whole system is all linked up to the towers, and each car is also acting like a tower, emitting harmful radiation.
That's why he's making them so affordable.
Man, y'all listen. When I posted this, see, like what I be talking about, people be suffering in silence. So I posted this. So a guy jumped on the post that owned a Tesla. And do you know that man talking about he had lost feeling in his right leg and foot? And that he started associating, after a while he started wondering if it was the car, and he did his own research, and then he sold it, you understand, or traded it back. And he talking about he still suffers, you understand, in his leg, but not as much anymore. I'm like, man, look.
And then I'm gonna just tell you a story, right? If I can. I'm sorry. I just went down to Alabama 2 weeks ago, bought a car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. I went down to Alabama 2 weeks ago and bought a car on my way home. 1,300 miles I just drove back, and there was a man, wife, and a Tesla next. And I was thinking that shit. Sorry, that is not ready for the road for real. So as I drove, about 7, 8 hours later, I got up into Kentucky where the mountains get real big and you're way up there. And my man was on the side of the road, car dead. So not even is it gonna kill you with that stuff. It don't even work. I'm just telling you, I'm a road warrior. I be driving. Sorry,
Man,
stay
I
away
done
from that.
Man, that shit ain't nothing but a damn death trap, yo. And my concern is something that's emitting that many EMFs, bruh. Even driving next to me, you like a microwave cooking motherfuckers, bruh.
Yeah.
Just think about that. Like, really get your EMF shit up in your car and on your body. You understand? Hematite, stuff like that, and stuff that absorbs this stuff. Because, like, you shit, they got them charging stations at Walmarts and shit. Now, you understand? Like, you that close to something that's creakling like that on the EMF, bruh. That's crazy.
Yeah. And not only that, 15 years ago, Dr. Blair used to talk about just the whatever car you got now. So whatever, if it's less than 15 years old, and I mean it goes further back. I'm gonna have to do a breakdown on this, I guess. But just to quickly say, he used to tell us back then that the cars are grounded in a certain manner where they emit a dark radiation towards all your genitals, all your sensitive parts, and all the rest of it. And he used to recommend diodes or something along those lines to deal with it. But
Yeah. Yeah, like for real, definitely get you some diodes, some geodes, something that absorbs some stuff. You understand? I wear a lot of crystals and stuff like that just for that purpose. But for real, like, man, that right there, that shit should be pulled off the fucking market. It shouldn't even be no discussion no more. Like, they death traps. We done all seen people get fucked up in there, get locked up in there, and the thing overheat. We done seen them catch fire and all kind of stuff.
they
Like,
don't.
I, people gonna do what they want to do, but I would stay away from those if I was anybody. I would stay away from anything Elon Musk put out. How about that? But
Yeah,
that's just go
I'm
ahead.
not. I mean, I also drove valet too, so I'm not just speaking over here. I drove valet. I drove a bunch of them. I drove every car that's on the street, and that Tesla is trash anyway. After 60, 70,000 miles, it's not. I don't know. Like I said, I drive a lot out here. We drive around. That car is not it. It ain't made it. Not tested. And I sold parts professionally over $1 million a year during that NPC time. And yeah, no, it's not it, man. Trust me.
I agree, brother. I agree. All right, y'all. So sacrifice season. I had said it was gonna be a red October, and they did not disappoint. So this NHL player Adam Johnson, they calling it a freak accident. He literally got his throat slit on camera on the game in the game by somebody supposed skate slashed his throat with 8,000 people in the stands, y'all, right there on the ice. I don't know, y'all. I will play it. If you sensitive to seeing death, just don't look. But to me, I'm like, I don't know. Y'all just look at it and y'all tell me. How your foot go that far up in the air, bruh?
Yeah, that was on purpose.
Yeah,
Thank
That,
because
you.
and
they
That
see,
looked
ain't
like
never
an
supposed to kick
look,
up
execution.
lift it
like
up.
that.
Look, slow it down. Look at that.
Yeah,
He
that's what I'm
lifted his
saying.
leg
That's the
up.
execution.
Looks like a kick.
Yeah, like he kicked him to the throat. You ain't never heard of no hockey game, no shit like that. Never happening.
Yeah, they're not supposed to even kick their feet up because the blade is
No,
so sharp.
exactly. So, talking about he did a kung fu kick. Really? He executed that dude right there in front of live TV air. What we talking about? So, they doing a lot, bruh. You understand? Like, they doing a lot.
It's normal.
So,
Sorry,
yeah.
I keep. I'm sorry. Normalizing of violence, and they're doing it to water your ass down. So when you see it, you stop tripping, because that's if I probably the next step. This is you got to watch this stuff, man, and it only leads down a certain road if we believe and we know they're writing all this stuff down, they're making all these plans and whatever, whatever, whatever. Then what else do you see here? The treachery, heinous ridiculousness, and that way you get used to it and you don't get so tripped out when you see it. Allegedly, that's the idea in my mind.
Yeah, it ain't, for me, this ain't even no allegedly, because I can tell a damn spell blood magic when I see it. And I know their favorite number is 11. This dude 29, 2 plus 9 is 11. You gonna murder him in front of 8,000 spectators. We could get into the gematria of the number 8 all day. You understand? And then look at the colors. They got them red and white, y'all. Come
Yep,
on. That's
yep,
sacrifice season.
yep. Mm.
These motherfuckers sold Babylonian blood ritual. They'll murder a person right in live air because all of them ceremonies ain't nothing but rituals anyway, tribe. We know this. Well, some of us do. So, if you in a stand as a spectator, they harnessing energy anyway. And they done just knocked it up a level. Like, damn, they just gonna sacrifice the dude right there on the ice. Like, good. That's how you know they desperate.
Exactly.
Enter and overstand that. So we got chaos on the hockey field. We got chaos in Ybor City neighborhood on the 30th. Shots just rang out, y'all. Tampa Bay.
Oh, they wallin'. They wallin'. They wallin'. Listen.
y'all, wait. I'm sorry, this nigga had on a Teletubby outfit, didn't he? Wait, is he a Teletubby, y'all?
Yep.
And was he laughing?
Yeah, I guess he was like, y'all, you gotta laugh to not cry. I don't know what to say. Like, you can't even get out there and have a good time. Like, people really is wilding. Like, who goes and shoots that up? Like, everybody out there just drunk and having a good time. Like, I'm laughing, but it really is sad. Like,
Damn, you know what? I was just in Ybor City last Christmas. That's crazy. I'm like, oh shit, I was just here. I was just there.
man, like I be up there and like y'all, it's just a relaxed scene. So like I feel bad for him because I understand because he probably done smoked something. He probably might be a little on the tipsy. You understand? Ain't nobody expecting those damn shots to break off right there. Like you understand? That ain't like the hood. You understand? That's like the strip. Bruh. It's getting serious. So I don't think this dude was no mass shooter or whatever, but I don't know how many people he shot. But basically, this is the guy right here. He almost looked like Carrot Top. So that's who they identified. They saying he a wannabe rapper or whatever. And guess what number he is, my people? He's 22. Is that another number 11? One of their Freemasonic numbers that they love?
Yep.
Oh, okay. You know, so like I said, they carrying out rituals, and they really got people stuck on the fear. They really want us in our lower chakra. They spreading these fear tactics out to the college campuses, which we already knew that was coming. So now they saying Cornell University was on high alert Sunday because a bunch of threats have been posted towards the Jewish community there. So y'all listen, they could have a couple of chain of people doing this on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like I really feel like they trying to really cause the divide and really get these people to fight. Like they all on the college campuses with it, this side for Palestine, this side for Israel. And ain't nobody even paying attention to what's really going on here in America right now that's detrimental. Like you got so much stuff going on, like, but they gonna continue this. So the hate message was they're gonna slit the throats of the Jewish students. So yeah.
Low vibration.
Y'all, go ahead.
No, I just said they're keeping it low vibration. Again, things are happening. They're looking at that shit like, okay, we have to pile more firewood on the fire for it to burn. And the
Yeah.
burn chakras. And if you can't stay in your heart space anyway, beyond all this stuff, I actually live in a Jewish neighborhood. I have for 30 years. And I don't have no problem with any of these people I walk around with. This is not like about some, oh, we're against this or that. People just don't want this low, stupid shit happening on the earth. And that's the end of the story. Whoever's responsible, it doesn't matter. I can't point no fingers because the fingers point back on black. Really. But, regardless, you can't get caught up in this stuff. If you believe it, then, you'll receive it. And I just, don't take part in getting mad at nobody. Just worry about what you are doing and how you're affecting this entire situation. If you're looking at it and you're reacting, you're doing one thing. If you're creating your own, that's what the new earth vibe is. You know what I'm saying? It's not about worrying about what they've been doing. This shit has been going on forever. It's not going to stop if you keep watching it either. Turn this, I don't know. I got to I'm out again.
You fine, you fine. Any other thoughts on that, tribe? All right, moving forward. We got the purple lights in Brooklyn in the church. So people trying to figure out what's going on with the purple street lights and stuff. That's Russia. Um, no, I think that's here. So we gonna see what the purple lights do to these people, y'all. They been since they activated them mugs after the little boop, little sound or whatever they sent these people through the phone. All hell been breaking loose. These people been really acting up, but we'll see. Um, just letting people know if they baby eating anything like this, y'all. Like my kids don't do that type of stuff, or my grandkids. But the FDA the issued wannabe apple cinnamon fruit puree. They done recalled it because they talking about it's got elevated levels of fucking lead in it, y'all. Like, how does lead get into apple salt, apple puree?
It's probably in the packaging.
No,
They
no.
put it in there.
Lead ain't in the packaging. Trust me, it
Bingo,
couldn't.
they
It
put it
couldn't
in
pack.
there.
Exactly, y'all. That's what I'm trying to get you to. It's impossible for lead to be in apple puree, y'all. There's no type of what would you call it? Reaction intermediates that we use in the manufacture of that type of food that would even be in the plant that would have lead in it. So I know somebody had to put that in there. Mm. Mm-mm. And y'all know what lead do to babies' brains, y'all. So Switzerland mail iodine tablets to 5 million residents. They keep on trying to scare people with this nuclear war psyop bullshit. I wouldn't take nan tablet that they sent. I wouldn't take nothing from the government that they send you talking about they got this to help you. That could be a cyanide pill. Man, look, trust them if you want to. Um, so paying attention to this, Russia to mobilize 500,000 new troops by 2024. 500,000 new troops in the next 2 months. Okay, they mobilizing them for something, and it damn sure ain't got shit to do with Ukraine because they done whoop Ukraine ass over there. So we finna see. And of course it's the numbers and stuff, the gematria on that. Just understand where they finna take these people, y'all. They finna take them down the rabbit hole, and they finna jump with them. It look like they gonna jump. So more research is coming out about these hot sauce 19 shots. This was a good story in Gateway Pundit. Basically, it's just showing all of the new data and research and stuff, and you know, people ain't trying to take that hot sauce no more because they seeing the devastating effects. So that article just highlights some of that stuff. If y'all want to catch it, it's in there about the shot rollout and everything. So in Nevada, you guys, we had a sex offender that got knocked out by his victim after the man that he sexually abused knocked him out after the judge gave the pedophile no sentence. He received a sentence with no time. He'd have been raping people out there, and the judge just gave him a sentence with no time. So somehow the victim, one of his victims, got loose and knocked his ass out there in the courthouse. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Good.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Now down here in Florida, child rape is capital what you call it? Punishable by death. They just passed that law. Rape a child in Florida, your ass could go for the death penalty.
They shouldn't even have to
Good.
go through the court system. Them motherfuckers should be dead on sight.
I'm telling you, jungle justice. I'm all for that out here touching the children. So this, this one that I wanted to bring to everybody's attention because I knew these dumbass Arab, Hebrew, Israelite, whatever niggas was gonna jump on this fucking foolishness. So right now they got somebody, they putting them in the news because they trying to prep people's minds for this, y'all. Really, that's what I think. But his name is Sharaj Wahaj, and him and I think it was two other people done got convicted on terrorism charges. So just keep your eyes open for that, because they do got certain sects of them little groups and stuff like that that's getting ready to get active. Just trust and believe me when I say that. So y'all know they started student loans back in October. Well, already Biden department withholds millions of dollars to the student loan servicer, probably Sally Mae and them, after 800,000 borrowers put in forbearance and payments halted because of errors. So they talking about banking account errors or something. So they had to put um sending money to them on hold, y'all. These people ain't got no more money. That's why they put them on hold. But people could believe what they want to. You know, it's a lot going on with that tribe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot going on with this student loan stuff. You know, they in debt. They done hit everybody with the student loans. They done reactivated the student loans, but you got so many people that's still suffering from COVID, lost businesses closing down every day. I'm gonna show y'all that. And y'all trying to get money out of a fucking turnip. A bitch ain't got money to pay y'all and pay for the inflation and pay for rising house prices and pay for their kids. Like, something finna go to the left. You understand what I'm saying? So this bubble finna pop. Just trust me on that. That student loan bubble finna pop. Just as good as I'm sitting here. So if y'all remember, we brought attention to this back a couple of discussions ago about the damn barge that they had over there in Stockholm or whatever. Remember, the people was on it. I said them people gonna get sick. It's a big ass experiment. Then they got what was it, Legionnaires? They had to clear it out. Well, lo and behold, now they talking about it's a migration contract chaos because a Nigerian asylum seeker reportedly tried to kill himself rather than be housed on the Bibi Stockholm barge. Now, you would rather kill yourself than go on that boat. Y'all know what's going on. They doing something to them people on the boat. It never made no sense to begin with. Why would you take all of the migrants and put them on a boat and not just house them somewhere in the city? You know, a boat, you could put that off in the water. You can run experiments on a boat, and it's kind of like a closed system.
That shit
Sad
pretty much a
situation.
prison is what it is.
Yeah. You know, if somebody want to kill themselves rather than be housed on it, that's got to be some serious shit going on that boat,
Probably
y'all, that
doing
they
all
ain't
kind of
talking
mad
about.
evil scientist experiments on them people.
Man, look, they trying to kill them folk or give them some type of deadly contagion to spread out through all of us or something. Now, I guarantee you, just as good as I'm sitting here. And then you got Nigerians and stuff on that boat too, man. They probably doing all kind of experiments with their genetics and shit. No telling. Um, on the news front for technology, so they got a nano diamond self-charging battery, and they saying that this might be the wave of the future, that they getting ready to start using nano diamonds, nano batteries or whatever. um y'all, I'm gonna tell you like this lithium technology that they got and all of this green energy ain't gonna be able to withstand the new electrical system, the new electron. So I guess they racing and racing to try to find what they need the battery for. You guys, is for these computers and shit, these robots and stuff that they want to try to make self-aware, because
They're
That's
just
all
trying.
that they gonna have left, y'all, is to try to find some type of operating system that can withstand the conditions of the new earth. But I don't think that. Good luck with that. Good luck.
This is all it is. The
Yeah.
more you are, oh, we're trying to make that. We're just make sure we can. Nah,
No.
you can do, and that's all you can do.
Yeah. They done, but they grasping at straws. Here is what I just want y'all to know, because now they talking about the nano batteries could last thousands of years. They've been trying to do that with our neuromelanin, with melanin, make it turn it into a semiconductor that'll last thousands of years for them, but it ain't gonna work. They ass done. Um. The CCP got links to American K through 12 groups. That's what they saying on Fox News. Y'all could look at the article. Who been ain't know that? Who been ain't know that? That they dumbing down our kids and that shit is an inside job. I bet done known that, because if you look at what Chinese kids learn and you look at what American kids learn, you in there and understand the vast difference. I'm talking about from like preschool all the way through, and that's been going on since I was in school. You understand? So this is nothing new, but I guess they putting it out here now so everybody know pretty much they dumbed your kids down on purpose because China want to attack your ass, and so they've been working from the inside. It's an inside job. That's pretty much what it's telling you. Kids ain't got no survival skills, don't know nothing but how to be a bot. Over in China, they teaching their kids all kind of different stuff. So we'll see. It ain't gonna work, but that's just what's going on. So this is a big deal right here. So y'all remember they released all of that radioactive iodine from Fukushima and Russia and all of these places. China worked to ban Japanese seafood. Well, guess who done picked it up? The U.S. military begins Japanese seafood purchases, and so has the U.S. So they gonna take that radioactive fucking fish water and feed it right to the soldiers, y'all, and to us.
Yeah, I think that's another experiment. The only thing that I say about that is that radioactive shit ain't gonna have no effect on the neuromelanin. If anything, it's gonna give us a boost in the activation, because the radioactive and the nuclear radiation, that shit don't really have no effect on us, in my opinion. I think they just say that shit to scare us.
You know, I'm gonna say this: different levels of different radiation do different things to DEA, and it definitely will cause some disruption. But I feel like it's time for people to start letting this stuff go. Like we've been saying this for a little minute, and people just gonna have to make their choices. You understand? Like if you ain't growing your food for yourself or something that you know what's in it, I would suggest not eating it, bruh, because there's no
Right?
telling, and
We should be off
that's
that
just
shit
real.
anyway. You should be off of it anyway. Anyway, really, we shouldn't even be having no meat. You know?
That's true. That's true. That's true. So eat at your own risk now, tribe. I mean, it's right here in the open. They've been poisoning the sea moss with radiation and stuff. I've been trying to put people on that, the dangerous levels of iodine in that. But now it's going to be dangerous levels of iodine in potentially this fish that they're getting. And the thing about iodine is it poisons the thyroid, y'all, and that's everything. Like they hitting shit that fuck with your immunity right now. You understand? Like that type of stuff affect your immunity. So it'll make you get sick easier pretty much because you ain't gonna have the immune cells to fight, in a nutshell, in addition to other stuff that'll do. Um
Just
so
wanted
go
to say
ahead.
one thing. My bad. I just wanted to point out or throw one thing in there on some personal magic shit, right? Like Bobby Hemmett used to say, well, this is nothing more than a oh geez, the word. Sorry, my phone is going to the text message. He used to say that at the end of the day, we're all doing some alchemy, right? So why don't we just take this energy mentally that you see it happening around us and transmute it? Let's say you get some CMOS radiation. Fuck that. They better not give it to me because I might turn into motherfucking Hercules
Turn
out here.
low, right? That's what I'm on. Exactly. I'm like, at this point, the sun is the strongest radiation ever. So bring that shit on. Like, y'all done been trying to fuck with us with all kinds of stuff. You feel me? So it might just turn us into the superheroes they afraid of.
That's what I'm saying. So let's just keep that in mind too in the back of your head. You know, again, they want us in the fear space, but let's think about it another way maybe. Let's add a little more to it. I just want to throw that out.
Yeah, and I look at this. Knowledge is power. Should nobody be in fear over knowledge? You understand? And I look at it as when a person make a move on a checkerboard, that's just more knowledge that I got to counteract what they're doing. And so I look at all knowledge as just knowledge. You take it and then you apply it to your everyday life. And what you let affect you is what you let affect you. And, mind is over matter, but it's also certain shit you should be done let go to if your mind was really over the matter. And fish is one of them. But, hey, I'm going to just stand in my place.
Yeah, me too. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just throwing it out there because, or else it feels really dim outlook going forward. And fuck these motherfuckers, man. I ain't got no time for that.
I feel you. I feel you. And that's where everybody's mind needs to be. Use these points, like I always say in current events, use these as a guideline and a ruler stick of what's going on around you. But you understand, always got to focus on your ascension and getting past all of this. So, Ashe.
Oh,
So,
shit.
all right, y'all. So we had an Amber Enigma. So now they talking about the Amber or whatever and rewriting their history books. Nigga, them history books that been rewrote since rewrote. We don't even need y'all history books no more because we got our Akashic records. We know what's up. But basically, this article is talking about the history books is lying about time. Like we've been saying, these motherfuckers ain't existed as long as they say they have on this earth and blah, blah. So, good article to go read or whatever if you would like, just to have some, backup research and stuff for some of the stuff we be saying. So we had another false flag this week, but this man actually killed himself. He was heavily armed. He had IEDs and stuff. Notice the age again of 22. He was at Caverns Adventures Park in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. He was basically there to carry out something, but he left a suicide note on himself saying he was not a killer. So maybe this was a Winter Soldier gone wrong. It's awful interesting that all of these people who they're saying are these lone shooters and stuff that's killing themselves, like the dude before that did the 18 people or whatever. His mother was saying he was hearing voices or whatever when he switched over to some new hearing aids or whatever. And then you got this guy. You got like so many lone shooters right now. This ain't nothing but these people trying to lower the frequency and the vibration and scare people through fear. You understand? So that tells us we on the verge of something very big cosmically and metaphysically if they got to do all of this. You know what I'm saying? Cause all of this chaos and panic.
I say, Panic used to say, man, they on idea 996. And that shit didn't work. So now they're on idea 997. And he was saying that shit 20 years ago. And here we are.
Right. And here we are. Like, they gonna keep trying and we gonna keep multiplying. And that's just the way it's finna go. Period, point blank. Survival of the fittest. And we all know who the fittest on this planet is. And that's just facts on facts. So, y'all, get ready. as we already have planned, we've been talking about growing our own food, co-op and farming together. You understand, setting up group stuff like that. Well, the food prices is skyrocketing, and now you got Americans trying to do long-term storage of beef. Like, what's wrong with these people? Just let it the fuck go. God damn. Like, I don't know. And I don't want to judge nobody, but is it that serious, bruh? Do you know, like, all of the toxins and stuff that's in that beef these people trying to store? Like,
Not only toxins, but how about worms?
that
Look,
too, river, everything, parasites, just nasty stuff. Endocrine disrupting toxins, bacteria, fucking E. coli, feces in it. Like, it's human DNA in it. Come on.
Yeah, they want to store turds. Whatever, man.
Yeah, let them. You understand? I mean, it's if the cows can't survive the new earth, what do you think preserving their flesh and meat and muscles and eating it gonna do to your body? Your ass gonna go where the cows going. But continue. That's the way I feel. Let these people continue. Get ready
you are
for
what you eat.
the facts, and we're gonna let them eat it, River, because I'm tired of talking to people. You understand? I'm over it. We got to move forward. You understand? Like, y'all, certain stuff we done been getting hit since before I even started. Before I could even talk and walk, we had Dr. Layla Africa and everybody, all these people, Dr. Sebi. Before them, you had Elijah Muhammad talking about this. Like, you done had too many conscious people, okay, that's done been putting out here about diet and how it's linked to metaphysics and how in this time it's all gonna come together and be important. If people don't want to turn the page, hey, that's probably the path that you just meant to walk. So I'm finna let you walk it, and I'm finna walk mine. I ain't got time for people no more, y'all. That's just where I'm at. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of preaching to people to eat right, to be healthy, to do this, and you still gonna do it, then you just go ahead. I don't know
Hell yeah.
what to tell them.
They got 50-cent burgers down the street. You want to go get one, get after it, but don't be silly. Again, man, like you said, this is not preaching. This is preaching to the choir at a certain point. Like you said, go and make your decisions.
I say. Well, River and them done started they November fast challenge today. So, there is supports in the group and stuff for people that's wanting to try to get on the right path and, really cleanse their body out so they can harness the energy. River and Suke is running that right now. It started today. So no time like today to go ahead and get started on your journey. I say.
Yep.
Um
I would say one
so
thing. I'm sorry. I'll throw
no,
another
go
message.
ahead. Go
It's
ahead.
only time. Okay. I remember a teaching from Dr. Phil Valentine I heard about 20 years ago, and he was discussing something about the somatic body and somehow the somatic body has a connection to your sense for what you think you're hungry for, what you think your appetite needs to be, and all of that. That was 20 years ago. I heard it, and it's so, at the time, it sounded crazy to me, but now hearing all this, and then we also that the ether is energy, the sun is energy, the trees are energy, like you said, grounding. So we just need to reframe where you think the energy that you're, getting from these gnarly, we know it's gnarly, right? Like it's not good. So yeah, we need to reframe where we think we're grasping the energy from and how we're perceiving it, because the stomach makes you feel like, damn, your stomach is empty. You're like, oh, I got to fill it. But he's like, that's what you're doing is actually filling it. It's not that you're getting anything out of what you're doing. And I don't know anyone on here personally, and I'm just speaking at large, but yeah, it's just something to consider. That's all.
I
You're just dehydrated. That's all. That's all
I
what it
say.
is. You're just dehydrated. You're not hungry. You
Mhm.
just simply dehydrated, and you're so programmed to when your stomach start to rumble and that you want to eat. But what your body is doing is processing anything that you have put in it. Is processing it. That's not a sign of hunger. That's just a sign that you need to drink some fruit juice, some fruit juice. You juice it, or you need to drink some spring water. That's simply it.
I say. I agree. Empress River, y'all 100% right. And don't forget them trace minerals, your colloidal copper, colloidal silver, colloidal gold, them type of stuff, the monoatomic stuff. Like all of those things help build up your minerals, your collagen, your veins, everything help your heart, your eyes, your hair. Like we mineral depleted and we dehydrated. Them the two biggest things that's going on with us right now.
And one more thing, during this time where the weather has changed and you're not as active as you used to be, like in the hotter months, well, during this time you need to eat less anyway. People are on, and we've been programmed to say during the wintertime we need to eat more for energy. No, you need to eat less for energy.
I agree.
Oh
I
shit.
see. Good words, you guys. Good advice. Good advice. So, something I want you guys to look out for. They're talking more about this hacking and stuff, and that's been in the news cycle again. And so, some Russian group apparently hacked over 600,000 emails or whatever. And got access to 632,000 US emails. And I'm just thinking when I'm seeing all of this stuff, like, y'all, they're going to have a way to try to say, now it's one or two things going to happen. Either the great mother and Ra going to hit it, but I don't think they're going to let it get that far. I think they're going to hit it on their own to try to preserve it. You understand? As opposed to letting, you understand, the blackout happen, from the cosmic energy. But enter and overstand the reason why they gotta hit it, because they gotta wipe it out, and they gonna try to make the internet where the only way you probably gonna be able to get on it is if you got some type of passport or something, or some type of digital way to enter the internet. Because you gotta understand, who controls the internet is controlling the mind of the people right now. And they're having a whole lot of problems right now trying to stop the awakening from taking over this internet. You know what I'm saying? So just see the trick within the trick. So they saying they being hacked, but really if they hit it, they might hit it early, y'all, because they want to try to force people into their network web the way they want you to do it. You understand? Like you get violations or something, you might not be able to be on no social media or the internet at all. If you really think about it right now, if they hit people like that, you will lose a lot just because everything is on the internet. You understand? Bills, cards, everything. So just be on the lookout for this, y'all. They're going to
Uh,
talk about it more and more.
Permission to speak.
Uh-huh.
All right. If anybody's listening closely, you are totally correct in one manner, but I would like to stress a point that I'm well aware of, and I've been well aware of for many years, decades. Most people, right, they use Windows, right, or maybe a Mac or something like that, or your iPhone. Nowadays, most people just use a phone. If you actually have a computer, I would write this down if you're listening with a pen. You could get what they call Linux, right? Is an operating system that technically runs Windows and Apple computers in the background, right? And it's not very difficult to learn, but it does require you to learn. It puts you into that, I guess that matrix space. You see those movies and shit where they be on there like typing shit in. Oh, da, 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 da. They make it look all sensationalized for the average individual. But, about 30 minutes on YouTube will familiarize yourself with the concept. And you use something like that, you can access the internet from any fucking where. And you can use the Tor, right, which is a free service, but it requires technical understanding to a certain level, so it's not for everybody, but I'm trying to express to you, if you got your mind strong enough to wrap it around all these concepts of things that we be discussing, you can definitely figure this out. And you can use the internet from anywhere, and that's not going down ever. But there is a bridge to be able to understanding it in a normal manner. So, but I'm just telling you, I just want to throw that in. You're not wrong. But what would be blocked is people who are using the basic Windows, basic iPhone, basic normal, what they, pump out to everybody, internet. But that's true.
I
But there's
think that's everything though, if you think about it. If you think about your ATMs, if you think about all your standard operating systems and everything, right, like that, they all go off of the world. The you understand? Like, not to get too technical, because I set up quality management systems for a living, but even that Linux backdoor would not stop you if a whole country decides to shut the internet off right now. You wouldn't just be able to access it. You would have to go through a lot of back channels. And for everything that runs off of the internet, like ATMs, credit cards, like everything, your phone, like your lights, our power runs off of this internet right now. You're talking about absolute devastation, because that's not going to use a backdoor for Linux. All jokes to the side, like we're talking about real stuff, like people's heart machines and stuff go off of the wireless internet now. Like, all kind of stuff is linked to this. So we talking about real catastrophic stuff, not just getting on the internet for leisure like people think, or the scroll Facebook. That's the little stuff. We talking about whole cities and stuff, cameras and stuff, city lights shutting down and stuff like that. The real devastation. You understand that our
yeah.
backdoor operating system ain't gonna help that. So that's what level I'm on. Like, just getting on there to play around, that's one thing, but you got some real life altering stuff that's connected to that. So what's the key is to learn how to live without it now before they pull it, because it's just gonna be a window of time, y'all. Like, I look at it like this: with everything that happens, you have to have some type of crash or something to innovate something else. You understand? Now, to me, they're never going to be able to control the internet. They can't control that. But what they could do is they could crash it. And then it's just going to take some of us with smarter minds to get a way around what they trying to set up, which is possible. But in that little lag period right there, when shit is like crucial shut down, that's when you're going to have some other type of means to do your shit. You know what I'm saying? Until we could figure it out, because it's going to really be a us versus them situation in this. Whoever's here to live to get to that point. Like, you see where I'm going with this? Like, it ain't no hope, but it's just, have you a plan for when they hit this shit, because when they hit them ATMs, when they hit them credit cards, when they hit motherfucking the stock, all of this stuff, at
Right.
first, you're going to have some type of a plan to be able to get yourself through that period until you understand we could get something back up. Because ain't nobody that's alive that feel the way we do finna go for no damn digital coin to be on no internet and all of that type of stuff. Y'all know we ain't going for it. So you see
No,
where I'm going. You know where I'm going with this.
I
Let
mean,
them shut this shit down, because this is the shit that's holding us down any fucking way. We don't need this shit anyway. This stuff is fucking with our activation process anyway.
Ugly. It's gotta
okay.
go.
And I'm not trying to, I'm definitely No disrespect. I'm not trying to step on nothing. I'm just trying to make a statement. What I'm saying is, when all that stuff goes down, like you just stated, that's what everybody who is on the internet will be using. And I'm just saying, if you get yourself a little book at the bookstore, you'll have a way better step in the game. And that's all I mean. I don't mean to disrespect them. Step out.
No, no,
No,
it
this a
ain't no troll.
discussion.
You fine, you
Right.
fine. You
You
spread
good.
knowledge, and that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't no toes being stepped on here. We all just talking.
Fair enough. I'm being insistent about something that I know and understand very clearly. I learned it when I was 5 up until now. I'll be 43 in a couple of weeks here, allegedly, on the sun or whatever. But the point is, yeah, I'm just trying to say that because, and you're right. Listen, I agree with every sentiment you said. You don't need, think about, you're right. Think about it because the internet's just based off of the Akashic records anyway, right? Like, it's
This is
just a
fact.
which is
Yeah.
not. That's it. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm just trying to put that out there as a point. That's all. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're giving people options and stuff like that, and somebody might need that option. You understand? So that's another tool to put in your toolbox in this fight. You understand? All knowledge is good knowledge because you never know when you might need it. So that's just the tool to put in your tool belt. You understand? If you need backup ways to be able to get on the internet, you might could use a Linux operating system. You might need to look into that type of stuff. Boom. And you need
Thank.
to make some type of preparations though. In preparation that stuff gets shut down, you understand, stuff that's internet dependent for a little while, all of these card readers, stuff like that you need to make alternate plans and stuff for your life for a little while until something comes back up that will be usable, or if it does, you understand, don't know which way this finna go. um so we were talking about the oil, y'all. I just want to make everybody aware it is getting ready to happen. You got the Russian and Arab nations cutting oil to the west for this war in Israel. You got all of these countries right now dumping US treasuries for the BRICS, you understand? You got Saudi Arabia lining up new trade deals. You understand? You got China's yuan competing with the what is it, the British dollar or whatever it is, and global de-dollarization. So get ready because here it comes. You understand? We ain't got no money right now as we speak. We broke in a motherfucker. All we doing is printing shadow money and printing it in on promissory notes. It ain't no promise behind it. Trust me. So it's coming. Get ready. That's all I can say about that. We all been waiting for it. It's getting ready to hit, y'all. Very soon, very soon. Because the more nations that de-dollarize and the more nations that dump what is it, US treasuries, you understand, those bonds and stuff, yo, like I don't want to get all into economics, but just, click them articles and get some understanding of what's going on. But I guess the age of the promissory note and fiat currency is coming to an end very soon, very soon. I don't know what was going on in DC, y'all, but somebody was taking a video of, I guess it was soldiers maybe coming into the Capitol or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they was going in there for some drill or something like that. I don't know. Anybody in DC know of anything that was happening this week up there with the soldiers to come in? Mm. So just be aware. Soldiers moving, DC area. Also be aware, y'all, that, now they done released that iodine and all kind of shit, y'all. If you eat natural seafood, well, they saying that salmon is going extinct, y'all. The Fish and Wildlife National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, they done been catching fish out there, not fish, but salmon out there off of the coast of California and stuff like that, and putting them in them fish farms and stuff. And they basically saying that salmon is at the risk of extinction. Well, didn't they just release all that fucking the iodine, that radioactive iodine for Fukushima on them?
We sure
Yep.
did.
Yeah, y'all, we done been seeing hundreds of fish wash up on the coast over there in the last couple weeks, y'all. So these people killing the fish and then they're trying to act like they ain't got nothing to do with them being extinct and it's all them. But don't worry about it because there'll be new species of everything. You understand? But just be aware. You understand? If you a salmon eater, it might be the time to put it on down, bruh. Also, Forest Canada plant, y'all, is about to halt output next week or whatever for a strike. That was this Wednesday. They already done struck, y'all. So we'll see what the outfall of that is. You understand? There will be some. You understand? Cars definitely finna get sky high. So global banks are hoarding gold, y'all. So it's a run on the gold, as we knew this was gonna happen. Whenever you get ready to go into, economic downturn or whatever like that, they go and they rush and, put their securities in something that's more, liquidable, and gold is one of those commodities. I mean, one of those things that they do. So they starting to hoard the gold. So if you done waited to get gold, you might be getting ready to run out of time. Mhm. Also, you guys, we had we had a lot of bankruptcies this year already. 459 firms done filed for bankruptcy this year. 16 or more had over $1 billion in assets. So, if big brother bleed and little brother done been bleed, and you feel me? So we done seen a lot of staples go down, like Bed Bath and Beyond, Yellow Trucking, all of them people. So y'all get ready, just realize what's going on around you. And I look at it like this: as these big firms close, they need to close because that's giving you a place to rise up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just because they ain't there don't mean you ain't there and you can't take the place in your neighborhood, in your town, to do some of these services that these people was doing. Do y'all feel me though? People still gonna need that stuff. So
Commerce.
yeah, exactly. You understand? They got to put the commerce down so we could pick it back up. So if we could take care of ourselves, then we ain't got to worry about being controlled by nobody else. So now is really the time to rise. If you a real independent mind and you don't mind getting ready to roll your sleeves up and maybe start from the goose egg, you understand, and really build your networks and stuff, now would be the time, because when they fall down, it's going to be a big ass space for somebody to jump in. And if it could be you, you own to something then. You understand? So I
And
always look at it. It's opportunity.
and you, that's the whole key. This is what I'm saying. We got to stay focused on what the fuck we're actually talking about, and what we're talking about here is who gives a fuck about all these motherfuckers, man. Obviously, they're fucked up and doing crazy shit. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a little ridiculous with the language, but the point is, listen. So what? We know that, right? Like, okay. So that's why I'm telling you, I'm over here working on cars. I will diagnose your shit over the phone. If you live 100,000 miles away from me, it doesn't matter. And you, Neff, why I always fucked with you is because you know everything about the medical game. Like, you said stuff where I'm like, oh my God, I can't even not, I can't not listen to whatever you're talking about because I understand that you know from the inside out the same way I do. And everybody on here knows what something that they do from the inside out. So at the end,
Mm-hmm.
focusing on, other than that, there is nothing else to talk about. You know, I mean, I won't say there's nothing else to talk about, but yeah, we are build a village. Everybody knows what to do something. I know how to get your car together, your medical together. This one knows how to get a house together. This one knows how to grow stuff. Everybody knows how to do something and just move on. Whatever. Fuck this. I mean, you can't go down here and eat a bag of horse shit because that's what they got on sale. Man, what the fuck are we talking about? When all these people are intelligent as hell, but we just got to focus on the mind frame, focus on understanding the rules of commerce. We set them up. We just forgot about the shit. Just go back and relearn this shit and stay focused on what gets things done. And commerce, defined somehow, is intersecting between everybody and everything, and not in a perverted way. I'm talking about interactions, just down to a discussion like we're doing now. So I ain't trying to step on no one's toes. I'm trying to say something and make sure everybody understands what I'm saying clear. And that is a part of proper interaction. That's why when you're like, I don't fuck with this person because they don't know how to interact with you right. That's what we need to get rid of. And that, if you look under the undertone of all of this stuff, is about people not treating each other correct. People not interacting on the highest level that we know how to do, which is, I mean, we can take it back to preschool. What they say, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all, right? Like, move on is what that means as a grown up. As a kid, it means that, right? But it means find a different channel to satisfy what it is you're looking for while providing what you can do for everybody else. That's all. That's all.
Shay. Any other thoughts, you all? No, you fine. You fine. All right. So you guys, we had some bad onions, y'all. Some bad onions, and let me see if I could get the picture of it. We had some bad pre-cut onions and peppers and stuff like that. I don't know, it ain't showing my little article, you guys, but the FDA recalled them after it sickened 73 people across 22 states. I think they had listeria. It was listeria in the stuff. So um eyes on any type of pre-sliced food or anything. I don't eat that stuff, but if you still eating it, just be aware. Um I tried to put everybody on this last week, and I want everyone to be aware that there's a huge shortage of ammunition around the world. Warehouses are running empty. President Biden, last week we talked about that, him putting the war stuff into action, that war declaration thing or whatever. And so a lot of our ammo and gun people will start to fill those contracts before they fill civilian contracts. So if you ain't got no do say to nothing, you getting on close to the end of the road, bruh, because soon it might not be nothing. It might not be that ammunition. And you know, we've all talked about different ways to protect yourself. You understand? You got bow and arrows, you got projectiles, you got all kind of stuff. So, you know, just be aware of that. You know, stuff getting tight. San Francisco properties going down right now. So this is a big one. It's a big apartment building lost 50. What is it? 50% of its value. Like, y'all, this is unheard of. Like, this supposed to be prime real estate right here. And it done just lost 50% of its value since 2008, y'all. That's a lot. That's a lot. Like, the bubble is getting ready to pop. Then you got New Yorkers, they were complaining. They're saying that they can't afford childcare. 80% of New Yorkers can't afford childcare right now. But we got Governor Adams and them getting ready to give these immigrants and paying thousands of dollars a day for these immigrants to stay in hotels and stuff. But you got the citizens who's paying the taxes up there can't even afford to put their children in daycare. Not that I advocate daycare, I'm just drawing a parallel here to see my point. So what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on, y'all?
Yeah, yeah. How about the other post I put up today when the people up there in New York, they send all these people free plane tickets to go anywhere they want to go in the world. All them
Yeah, I got
immigrants.
that one in here, brother. Yeah, I saw that. I
Yeah,
saw
it's
that. I
crazy.
put that one up in here too somewhere. Yeah, look, they doing the most, y'all. They doing the most and not the least with these people. Let me just say that. And I'm like, where the fuck is all of this money coming from? But you can't even help. You ain't never even helped no homeless people that much, yo. Like, they ain't never helped nobody that much. If they helped any of us that much, shit, we probably wouldn't have had no student loan debt or nothing, nigga. Think about all this money they paying for these immigrants, y'all. Like, for real, ain't nobody, man. I ain't never got no start like that where a motherfucker gave me $6,000 a month for any amount of time on this raggedy bitch. Excuse me, but for real, and I pay taxes, bro. I'm mad than a bitch. You understand? I already discounted my social security check and everything, knowing I ain't gonna get that because they claim your income too much. You understand? Or it ain't gonna be around here for us. So how is it then that we could goddamn afford all of this stuff for these immigrants, but you got a family is in New York can't even afford daycare? You got this right here. People can't afford a home. More people are sharing home ownership. What the fuck? You can't even it's cheaper right now to actually rent than it is to purchase a home and pay a mortgage. Rent is cheaper than mortgage right now, y'all. We got what else? The auto payments is falling behind, so now they talking about mass repossessions is looming. I know that's the truth because I know a couple people right now that ain't made no car payment in a couple months, yo, and they on hand and knee. Look, bread and butter, bread and butter. This finna hit. I know a couple people, I'm for real right now, that's like talking about giving up a car. Then we had the retail credit rate, 28.93%. Y'all, I ain't never. Who got retail cards or who used to have them? I ain't got them no more. But anybody on here got retail cards?
You talking about brand new, brand new?
No, but just in general, like, yo, what was your interest rate when you signed up for your card? Mine was like, when I had one back in the day, I think that shit was like 6.87% or something. Shit.
The last time I had one, it was something like that. But I'm gonna again, right? I deal with the cards all day, every day. I'm gonna go ahead and put as a suggestion: buy your car cash and maintain it. I'm about to do a whole thing. Matter of fact, and I'm not over here trying to plug nothing, but I do got this Instagram account. Instead of Vin Diesel, I put Nig Octane, right? But either way, the point is, I'm gonna start putting this stuff down because I'm glad you're saying this stuff because this needs to be said. You can buy a nice car that's going to work for you. There's certain ones they work all the time. They don't not, and you do that, your stress is gonna go down. The only time I've had literally 45 cars at 43 at this point, about 45 cars, maybe 30, whatever it is. The point is, the only one I got on a loan just gave me all the smoke. And I dissected this stuff down. I just didn't realize everybody needs to hear this stuff, honestly. So I'm going to try to lay
Elders,
that detail. But
Elders,
yeah, you want, go
are
ahead, sorry.
are you talking about credit cards or
No, autumn.
automobiles?
He's talking about automobiles. I was talking about credit cards, but
I
it's
thought
all the
so.
same thing. Yeah, it's financing. But it's all going up. But automobiles is being repoed right now. Financing is getting very tight. So it's best not to take out any loans right now, to just pay for what you got to pay for in cash because the interest rates is getting crazy right now, and you way better off paying anything for anything in cash right now and not charging nothing, because there's no point. They just gonna rack the debt up on you like crazy.
And if they roll it over, whatever we're talking about system wise, then you're already obligated, right? So that's
Right.
really
True. True. So just
all.
pay attention to that, y'all. So they doing this for, basically this is just signs that this shit finna go belly up, like it as it's supposed to, as it's supposed to. So we got Alaska. Alaska has a pharmacist shortage. So now they got reduced hours and people's up there having hour long waits and stuff for prescriptions, you guys. We already knew that this was coming. You understand what I'm saying? So we've been telling people, if you are on, medications or stuff like that, to go ahead and get those prescriptions up. You understand? If you got elderly family members that's on prescriptions, you might need to bulk buy that stuff very quickly, because you ain't got much time left, y'all. Because it's really getting serious. You understand? Like, I know that for a fact, just in working in the pharmaceutical industry. Expect a lot of medication shortages this year, y'all. Just at the end of this year into next year, there will be major catastrophic medication shortages for every type of disease known to man that's a chronic illness. And I know it for a fact. So that's coming. So this is another article on the same thing. Nonprofits struggling because of higher demand and food costs, and ain't nobody got no nothing to give them. You understand? So we got people struggling, y'all. It's basically what's going on. That's basically what the gist of these articles was, and they all about energy shares and stuff like that. This was the article Stedman was talking about, where New York sets up office to give migrants free one-way plane tickets to anywhere else. Lord have mercy. Anywhere else. Why are you flying them to anywhere? You could be giving that money to some people in New York that need it. Like, at this point, y'all done let them all in there now. You understand? Like, it's cold too up there right now. Like, my God, I just can't imagine what's getting ready to happen with these people, y'all. For real. Like, it's finna get ugly. Um, this right here was a big deal too. U.S. halted the export of civilian firearms for 90 days. I don't know if you all were aware of that, but they done halted sales of our firearms for 90 days, exports of them, so people can't buy our guns from here. Um, that was a fake news scandal in China. This right here, see, here go an article about this. U.S. cancer patients face nationwide shortages of life-saving chemo drugs as race to the bottom. Blah, 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 blah. So, personally, it's other drugs that you could use, but, here it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these people getting ready to be forced to have to um treat theyself. You understand? Like, that's what it's getting to. That's the way I look at it, y'all. Joe Biden wants to turn and convert vacant offices into affordable housing. So now they getting ready to do that downtown and everything. They talking about converting vacant empty office buildings into housing units, offering federal funds. Y'all tell me why they couldn't have done this before.
Right.
And so that's everybody talking about the walkout, y'all. The Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, they all pledged to call in sick and walk out. Nearly 9,000 workers done it so far. 2,000 people. So Might be some backup at the pharmacies, y'all. October 30th, 31st, and November 1st. So today's the last day. McDonald's, of course, got record revenue. They charging $18 for a Big Mac. God damn. That ain't even real food.
What about the other thing they've been real silent on today? Everything they've been talking about ever since last month, November the 1st, all these banks getting closed down. You ain't heard nothing about that today.
Mm-mm. It's a lot going on, Stedman. Man, it's a lot going on. Y'all, Egypt and blackouts, y'all. They basically starving them people off, starving off their gas over there. So they talking about Egypt suffering blackouts as natural gas imports dry up. So y'all, they getting ready to hit these people with sanctions and all kind of stuff over there. That's their business, though. It ain't got nothing to do with us. You hear me? Ain't got nothing to do with us. That's where I'm at with it. But I just want y'all to be aware of what's going on, because when people get hungry and stuff get scarce, people you know people get desperate, you understand, they're a little bit easier to fight, you understand what I'm saying? So they priming them up, y'all. They getting them primed.
Well, one thing
Mhm.
I want to say about that. They'll go
Mhm.
back to they'll go back to their natural resources, what they used to do back before we before they took over. They was eating each other, so they'll go back to that bullshit.
Well, you laughing at her, but she crazy. I know my daughter laughing at you. Look, hey, the jungle, hey, that's on them, River. I'm getting out the way. I'm getting out the way, bruh, because it's finna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly for a little bit. So I'm just saying, yeah. New York Times tech workers strike over return to office rules. They ain't want to come back into the office, y'all, so they done struck. Also, join the military and become a U.S. citizen. Who didn't see that coming? I hope Stedman's still on this phone.
Yeah, I'm
He
still
said,
here.
There it is. Join the military, become a U.S. citizen. Do I need to say anything else more as to why they letting these motherfuckers through our borders now? Didn't we say they was gonna have foreigners come over here and fight us for our own shit? What would be more than for them to take these bot clone bitches and offer them U.S. citizenship to be a soldier? Give them the gun and give them the order. You think they're gonna have a problem shooting you? Somebody better wake up right now. See the setup right here in our face right now. I ain't distracted. You understand? Like, that's a big deal right there. So we got millions and millions and millions of migrants flooding the border. We got a whole generation of people that say we ain't gonna fight, and I'm with them. I ain't finna die for nobody. But you got these desperate people, they gonna be willing to check in with Uncle Sam if that mean they could be a U.S. citizen right then. Think about that, y'all. Why you think all of them men coming over here a young fighting age? They finna sign them right up for the damn army. That's finna be the UN peace for the UN forces over here on us. I guarantee y'all right now.
Yeah, there's no question. That's it. I mean, again, you got all these men coming here, no families, alone. They got all the tapes and videos. Maybe they're AI generated, but if those are to be believed, there's no question.
Look, too many people done been talking about we've been on the migrants for Man, I know more than a year, bruh, but it's just getting really more intense. But we done been on the migrant thing, shoot, since Empress Danetta was talking about the migrants coming up in Ohio, flying in on the plane. That was before they was even yelling about a migrant crisis. So they've been, you understand? So just stay aware, y'all. Stay aware because this is really what I saw them doing. Because I know in my mind and heart that you're not going to be able to get our boys to turn no weapons on the citizens and declare no martial law and do that type of shit and put people in camps. That's just not going to happen because that's their families too. But if you think about, they done gave them boys the hot shot, the ones that didn't take it left. Then they offered the ones who didn't take it to come back. Only, I think they said 500 out of the 9,000 people who got early, privileges to leave because they didn't want to take the shot, even signed up to come back. They haven't,
And the donor
nobody,
class.
wants to join the military anymore. They having very low morale, very low numbers of enrollment. And now you got all of these desperate foreigners from all type of places around the world, and you telling them that they could join our military and become a U.S. citizen? That military ain't gonna be of the people from here. That's gonna be a foreign military. We finna have a foreign military over us. Now, if that ain't occupation, I don't know what the fuck it is. That's a big deal in my thoughts. So that's something everybody need to pay attention to right there. You understand? And that
Mm-hmm.
ain't out of fear. That's just out of get motherfucking ready. You understand? Get ready and know what's coming for it. What they getting ready to try to pull. It ain't gonna work, but that don't mean they ain't gonna try to pull it.
You got that right.
Um,
And speaking on that part too, now I live out here in Virginia. We're in a whole bunch of military bases. And forget the military bases. I'm like I told y'all, I've been seeing them walking on the streets, but at the same time, I'm actually seeing them driving in cars too. And they driving a
mm-hmm.
whole bunch of shit with out of state plates. Now I'm talking about there's a lot of them, but people ain't even noticing this shit. I'm like, how can you not notice? I mean, you know when it's tourist season around your city or whatever, but this ain't tourist season right now. Like, this shit is real heavy. People better pay attention out here.
Mm-hmm. You right. Hold on, y'all.
You're right though, bro.
Matter of fact, like I told a group this about like a couple of months ago because it happened to me multiple occasions. I'm out there in the parking lot in my job on my lunch break or whatever. I'm seeing them come through the parking lot and they noticed me. But this just happened Monday. One of them came through the parking lot on a bicycle. And he noticed me. And he noticed that I noticed him and he had this little scary look on his face. As soon as he passed me, he stopped right there and got on the phone. I said, look at this bullshit.
Hey, straight up, bro. That's real man shit. See, the difference about being American or being wherever you're from, bro, when a man sees a man, they have a certain characteristic where I'm gonna see who the fuck is this over here, right? And every time that occurs, it doesn't matter where you're from or what language you speak, so they can't beat that. We can't forget that. You can't fucking beat it. You're always gonna see who the fuck is this dude over here doing whatever he's doing, making maneuvers, right? Because I don't care what language you speak, I see you moving around. And that's exactly what you're zeroing in on. Bro, I seen a guy the other day over in my neighborhood. This dude is pushing a fucking tire up the street like a quarter mile. And I'm like, what? Where I live at, that shit's never going to happen, right? So I'm like, who the fuck is this guy right here? It's the exact same shit you're talking about. And I looked at him, he's seeing me too, looking at him. And he was like, took an extra observance. So I'm just saying, bro, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Because I told people early in the summer and sometime last year too, I seen it picked up more over the summer in the past few months. And like before it kind of started getting chilly out here, This one beach I always go to. And all of a sudden, like, we always had just straight local people out there, majority us. And then next thing we know, we got all these different foreigners coming out there, multiple occasions. We had one time, this one little group of girls come out there with high-dollar cameras that you had to use for, like, movies and all that. And they don't say nothing to nobody, taking pictures and all that. Next thing we know, we see a helicopter flying by. Next thing we know, was two undercover cops come down here. But recently, before I say within like the past month, I was telling everybody out here, I'm trying to wake people up. I said, y'all see all these foreigners down here, right? Y'all know the foreigners that we usually see, Japanese, Asian, Mexican. You know what I'm saying? They fat, skinny, bird chest. I'm talking about, you see a whole bunch of men out here and the females too, like they built, you tell they work out in the military. I said, y'all better look at these people. I said, these motherfuckers out here to kill us. They ain't just no tourists out here.
Yeah, we don't discriminate. You feel me? You got to look at what's going on around you. I mean, it's impossible not to see. And I'm not, how are we going to talk about racist? This isn't racist. It's just observing. And don't let nobody, fool you with that thin line talking about you're doing this or that. What the hell? I'm looking at what I see, and I'm looking at what I've been seeing, and I'm observing, and my brain is operating. So yeah, that's it, man. You ain't. I see the same shit right around my own hood. So and I'm on the other side of the country or whatever. So yeah, and I know everybody else. I don't know. I don't want to speak for no one else. Let me say that. I know what I've seen, and that's all.
All
Yeah, it's been
right.
a lot.
Well,
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, well, I think, excuse me, I'm in my laundry room doing some stuff, but I just want to say that I think everybody needs to be vigilant. It seems like people are being aware. You understand? Some of us are, and some people not. But make the long story short, we under occupation. Like we've been under occupation, and they get in a shadow army ready to try to put us back under another occupation. The ones of us that lived through everything that happened. Is it going to work? No, but that's their plan and that's what they're doing. So I tell you this, whatever come or whatever go, focus on ascension, preserving self and getting out the way. Everything else to the left. You understand? All of this stuff, material stuff, it don't matter. You understand? You could build more, but you got to focus on what's important right now and separate yourself from the foolery. You understand? And know that somebody has you as a target and act accordingly with that information. That's as far as I'm gonna take it here. You understand? You know somebody focusing on you as a target. Use that information and take it accordingly. Okay. And I had a couple of more posts through here, but I'm not getting ready to go through all of this stuff because it's all posted in the group. And basically, it's covering the same type of stuff or whatever that we done been talking about. One thing that I thought was interesting is that they was giving them people the genetically modified pig heart transplant. Well, they gave it to two people over in Germany, and both of them is dead now. The 58-year-old man died 6 weeks after the procedure, and I think the other one died not too long after. So as y'all can see, like they trying everything, you understand. So that was a pig heart, a genetically altered pig heart. So they trying to figure stuff out, y'all. And we just gotta just stay vigilant, you understand, in these times and not lose our focus. And I think karma's being dealt. You got Pfizer, business done went down from what they done, and they done had to shut down two major facilities. More is getting ready to be shut down. I expect Pfizer to go down very hard next year, as they should, and I'm hoping Moderna follows them. And you know, that's all that I really want to say. And I want to close this right here with this post right here, and then I'll open it up to the floor. This is a post that I put up because I think people is not focusing on what's important. And so I wanted to use this post tonight to just raise attention and awareness to all of the melanated women and children that is missing right now in America and that is being snatched by the thousands daily. And so I want to, end with this post right here for what I'm going to contribute. And then I'm going to open up the floor to everybody else. For me and Stanetta, I don't think she on the line tonight, but we went live on my IG and we was just trying to spread this awareness to people because I think everybody's distracted and it's a lot going on. So I'm going to close it with this post. Y'all could give me y'all thoughts on it afterwards. And then if anybody got anything they want to post, bring it to the floor and we'll discuss it real quick in these last couple minutes. So bear with me.
I'm for real as hell. We got real deal crises going on. Over 1,000 missing melanated girls in Ohio. Well, kids, people. We got a fucking ebony alert in California. Kids missing everywhere, women and children, all over America right now. That's how hard these motherfuckers is trying to find a solution to a problem that they ain't never gonna be able to solve, bitch, because it's up. It really is up. Let me see who on the chat. Who want to come on? Y'all know I let people on. Let's see who we got. Come on, y'all. Come on. Y'all know I'll be off the hook. She might be done changed her mind. It's realer than real. I say, hi. Hey.
How y'all doing?
Doing all right. What you up to, child?
Eating some tamarines and staying out the way.
What?
Letting everybody stay out the way.
Hello.
It's
we all.
It's impaired. Okay, because you know where I live at, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so bad with them snatching these kids, y'all. That we got, like, remember they said the gang members come together or whatever. The hood niggas is really watching these kids at the bus stop.
Yeah.
It's that bad in Ohio. Like, the boys on the block is really watching the kids because sometimes the buses don't come or they're late or whatever. I mean, and us melanated people, even if you ain't got no kids on the bus stop, sit on your porch and watch these babies.
Damn right.
That's my thing. I don't give a damn about over there, over whatever. I'm talking about where I live in Ohio. We watching our kids because, we 150 miles this way, 150 miles that way. You out the country. So we were actually having neighborhood stuff with regular Maryland people watching these babies.
I say. Well,
that's my thing. I don't give a damn about the war because I ain't fighting for shit except me and mine and my ancestors or whatever like that. But it's bad. And so people are really taking the initiative. Get up off your ass, tell that nigga to go to work and go watch them kids, take them kids to the bus stop. And if the bus is like, don't leave, then we got the young girls on campus. They snatching these girls off of OSU campus like it ain't shit.
I heard they snatched them right off campus.
Look. 3 girls was walking down the street. Dudes get out of the van and snatch one of them, but they got the license plate number or something. But I'm just saying, these are grown women, like college women.
Listen, Empress, it was just a woman down here that got snatched in broad daylight at the fucking Target.
This is daylight.
They put something on her to like knock her out or whatever. She got in the car. She tried to drive off. The car rolled into the little cart stand.
These niggas got out the car and took her out the car. And then one of the niggas got in the car and they drove off. And had it not been for somebody recording them, we never wouldn't even known that happened. But that's how they snatching women up. Like grown, big adult women.
Yeah.
They knocking them out with shit and they really snatching women. Like this shit is realer than real right now. And we worried if it's somebody nigga want to talk about free Palestine. Free them women that just got snatched.
Shit,
If they still alive.
Protect what's close to you. Like, protect. If everybody man their area, it won't be a problem. If everybody man their area where you live at, man your shit. If y'all want to go fight for somebody, fight for your own fucking neighborhood. Fight for the shit that belongs to you. Fight the shit that you can touch. You know what I mean? Like, they don't deserve that. They deserve for somebody to protect them. Everybody get up off your ass in the morning. If you up with your cup of coffee, walk your ass on the motherfucking porch. And make and if things come around, look, take a picture of the shit. Everybody else on the internet anyway. Take a picture of the shit. Anything look funny, pull your gun out and go outside. Because some people do have to go to work.
Serious.
You know, watch the little boys who watch every motherfucking thing. Just watch everything because it's serious out here. Everybody playing like this ain't a motherfucking game. And y'all worried about some bullshit on the internet. Fuck them. Look, we don't even know those people. And what they done us, we can give two goddamn dams about it.
For
like,
real.
Nah. I ain't
for
got
real.
to tear the waist. I ain't got to tear the waist from the next motherfucker.
No.
That I know they done something to me and mine for generations. You think I care?
Man, for generations. Right. Man, come on.
Right, legions of bullshit.
We thousands and thousands of years we talking about right now, bruh.
It don't even make sense. How dare you get on here and waste somebody's good time? You know, they wasted somebody's time like, oh, motherfucker, I'm going to march to my motherfucking kitchen and get me something to eat, drink something. I'm not walking outside. I ain't walking to the bus stop. I'm nothing about no bullshit.
$98,000. That's what they document. In 2022 alone, y'all. I made this post. It was a couple people came on there and said they got missing people. I asked them to put their names on the post so I could pin it. I'm going to go back and check it after this and see who all them pinned the names. But it's serious, y'all. And that's my contributing, to the discussion. And I'm opening up the floor to everybody's thoughts and opinions. But this is serious, y'all. They after our kids and our women, our boys. And we got a responsibility, not just to ourselves, but to our community to do a little bit more. You know, you might think being on the porch might not be nothing, but yes, it is something because you're seeing something. You understand? And they snatching these kids up left and right from everywhere, every state. So I just wanted to raise awareness to that in this discussion. Once again, they after our kids, our women, our children, our sons, our daughters. What we gonna do about it? Sit here and continue to talk, or actually get out here and start going to some of these bus stops and stuff? Just because you don't have a child don't mean you ain't got no responsibility for your community. That's my thoughts. And I'm opening up the floor.
What do you suggest?
It's simple, just like the Empress said, in the morning when the bus is rolling, if you out, pay attention, look, you understand? Make sure, if you see something strange in your neighborhood, say something. Like these cars be patrolling, them vans still be out. That lady got snatched up right in broad daylight in Target, right in Broward County in Fort Lauderdale that's a very busy parking lot. How could something like that happen? Because people ain't paying attention. The only person that was paying attention was that white man that recorded it. Everybody else just went on about their day like you ain't seeing a woman get snatched up right in broad daylight.
All right. Good advice. All right. You don't even know. I'll
You
be out
know,
here
and this.
playing
Oh,
with you.
sorry.
Nah, I'll be out, man. I told you I just went and picked up a car, and that sounds like a great thing to be doing. Cause I go out and get coffee or something, and go look around anyway. But I wasn't really aware that that's happening like that.
Yeah.
So I don't live in Florida neither, but I don't hear about a lot of that going on around my local area. But it's definitely be conscious of.
Yeah, we got to raise the awareness. We've been talking about this in the group for a little while. Every now and again, we'll hit the missing women because I think it was in 2001, it was over 200,000 missing at that time. So you add the 98,000 that they telling you, you understand, and it's a lot of people, and that's just America. Just imagine around the world what's going on right now.
Yeah,
All of the places where they claiming it's war, they snatching up kids and telling you them kids died.
Yeah, even places where fires and floods are happening, they're doing it.
Sad.
And it's just sad that people just stand around and just watch it happen and don't try to stop it or anything.
Nothing. And I just think you ain't got to go out and patrol, but just be aware of what's going on around you because somebody could be getting hurt,
I
and you
was
wouldn't even notice it. Somebody could be casing your neighborhood, and you just going on about your day, but if you start looking at your surroundings, you see the same van parked in the same place. Motherfucker, shit, call the popo on their ass.
Yeah, no, I first I was being a little facetious, but no, I'm not. I'm also can keep a vigilant eye is all I really mean about it, or I don't want vigilant, but whatever the point is. First, I'll keep an eye out for that because I wasn't aware of it at all. And two, I am aware of, like I said earlier, I've seen some weird movement with cars and people who don't normally come around, which is kind of fine. You just always got to keep your eye out. That's all. Always, be paying attention to what's going on around you. Situational awareness is key as best you can.
Yeah, do the best you can. And I think if we all do the best we can, it can't do nothing but get better. But, some of those articles I posted, it's just showing like law enforcement and them ain't been doing much or nothing. That's why they doing all of these alerts and trying to raise awareness. So I think if we all raise awareness, especially with the women around us, the kids around us, certain stuff to look out for. Like I be telling women, don't let them people spray you with nothing in the aisles and stuff. And as you walking and you shop and look around, make sure you looking at your doors before you open them. And I would even say to the point, get you a little paper towel or something when you open up your door or something because they put in the toxin or whatever on women's car doors and stuff like that. So the more we raise the awareness, to the women around you, to just be more vigilant, park in a lighted area, look at your surroundings around your car, look around you as you just out walking and shopping and going about your day because we are being targeted in mass numbers and just us being situational aware, everybody, women in our family, kids in our family, you understand, will start to bring awareness that something serious is going on in our community with women and children and young kids and stuff, and melanated boys too getting snatched up, y'all, and we all need to just be more aware of our surroundings and hype our family members and people we care about, like really use some situational awareness because right now is something else going on that not a lot of people are aware of and talking about until it hit them. And hopefully, it won't hit as many people the more we start talking about this. So anybody else got any posts they wanna contribute to the discussion before we end for the night? Well, tribe, this has been a good current events discussion. I thank all of y'all for y'all's contributions and everything to the discussion and y'all's opinions. Y'all know I value, respect, and appreciate all of y'all for, taking the time out of your day to come and attend and, cipher on some stuff and everything. And I'll just end this by saying what I always do. And that's, this is current events, but that ain't to take our focus off of what's important. And that's really just ascending. And if you ascend, can't nothing get up on you. You understand? Because you see it from a mile away and you got your protection. Ashe.
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 All right. Well, you guys, peace, love, and light, power, and protection. Um, good luck, everybody that's on here participating in the November fasting challenge, y'all. I'm with y'all in spirit. I can't contribute. I can't do the actual fast, but I will be here for support purposes to support everybody. And if you need any help getting into the groups, you got questions or whatever, please hit me or Suke or River up. They are the ones that's running it. I don't know if they still on the chat, but they running it. We also have a little private group chat for all of the members who are participating in that. If you want to be added to that, let me know so you can ask questions, get support and stuff like that. Because I want everybody, feel supported and stuff through, these first couple of days, because I know that could be the hardest. And that's all I got for tonight, y'all. If y'all ain't got nothing else, we're going to go on and end it and adjourn.